All right, in today's lesson, we're going to talk about comparison shopping. Something that I think everybody out there loves to do is shop, right? You may not like the idea of going out and going store to store, say in a mall, or going and driving around from Target or to Walmart or Shopko or whatever other stores are out there. But one thing everybody likes is getting something new. It's exciting, it's fun. I love a new car because it has a new car smell, right? I love freshly chopped wood because it's new and I'm getting ready to burn a fire. These things are exciting for everybody. But when one of the main things that we need to be talking about is comparison shopping. You need to be trained and aware that the stores that are your favorite may not have the best prices. And you need to look beyond the trendiness of getting something just because it's at XYZ store, right? I remember I had a student one year that we were talking this very lesson, and I talked about using coupons and making sure you checked around. And his comment was, "Oh, I never use coupons because I think that's trashy." And that made me really sad that here was a very intelligent, top-notch, grade A, at 4.0 student who felt it was beneath him to find a good deal. Imagine if our government decided, you know what, we're only going to deal with so-and-so, and I don't care what price they charge, because honestly, I like them. And so anybody else coming in who may have the exact same product, but has it for 10% cheaper, we're not even going to talk to them. And so that's something that all of you need to understand is when you're looking apples to apples, who gives you the best deal? One place I like to look for, so as y'all know, I have an iPhone, and I like to get really fancy cases for my phone, for my tablets, for my, any computer I have, anything that's portable. I like to make sure it's protected and safe. And so let's use a cell phone, for instance. You can get a really nice cover on the front. You can go to the store itself, and you can pay. Well, in fact, I have one of my employees paid $70 to get a protective coating put over it, and then paid another, I think, $50 to $60 to get a case to go around it and behind it. Well, I got a case that was a lot nicer, honestly. Even she said that. And I paid $8. And what I did is I realized, A, do I need it right now? If you don't, then you have time to research it, right? Now, for something as simple as a $50 case, I'm not going to spend hours and hours looking. I'm going to quickly type in case for this cell phone. I'm going to see what the different prices are. Now, if there's a really amazing case that I like, there's a company called OtterBox. Let's say that I want a case that is OtterBox. So that's easy. Let's type in case for OtterBox, iPhone, right? And see who has the best prices. For me, it was at Amazon. Now, there's an interesting article. So I found the best price there. I got a case, brushed metal case, that included a screen cover for $8 and something cents, include free shipping. Wow, right? That's amazing. Took me maybe 5-6 minutes, and then I had to make sure that I chose the correct credit card to use in making that purchase. But I read an interesting article the other day that talked about Amazon and how just because it's Amazon doesn't always mean it's the best price. So this company is known for having amazing prices, right? So by having these amazing prices, now people are going to shop there and think it's always the best price. It's kind of like these big box clubs. Have you seen those where you pay a membership fee? Your parents, you may have a membership there. And if you look at it, they do have some items that are amazing prices. You buy them in bulk and it's super cheap. However, not all of them are. Some of them are actually more expensive than if you go shopping at like a Walmart or a Target. And that's what companies do. They bring you in with something that's usually called a leader loss, right? They know if you buy this, you're more than likely going to buy something else. Department stores, grocery stores have been doing this for years. Case in point, you have a grocery store that is having a sale on milk, right? So if you go there, you can get whole milk for $2 a gallon. Awesome. Where's the milk located? You walk all the way back to the store to get the milk. And then as you're pushing your cart and you're looking around, you realize, I need that, I need this, I need this and this. Next thing you know, you have a whole cart. It's happened to me. And all of a sudden your trunk's full because you needed to get 4 gallons of milk, and you ended up spending $350 buying everything else. That's why they do that. Oftentimes you'll notice that children's clothes is upstairs in a department store, right? Because you're going to buy that, but on the way through, there's all these other things you need to buy. It's brilliant of a company to do that. It's capitalism at its finest. But what you need to do is make sure that you're not like me and get caught spending that $350 on groceries, right? You need to make sure that as you're going through, you're finding the best deals. You may not be able to get a pay raise at work, but it's the same thing as a pay raise if you can get stuff for less, because now you're buying the same thing that someone would spend $100, you could spend $70, and technically that's like having a $30 pay raise, right? You're getting the same thing, same brand, same expiration date, but cheaper. One of my employees the other day was buying a train set for her father, because he's into trains, you know, the electric trains with the smoke that comes out, and was going to pay, I can't remember what it was. Ended up, she was saved about $80. So we'll say it was $200 and she got it for $120, including free shipping. And she bought it online because she took a couple minutes, didn't need it tomorrow, and it was shipped to her within 5 days. This is how you do comparison shopping. Make sure that as you're doing that you always understand all the different factors. One thing, there's a store, Kohl's, you may be familiar with that, where I have, and we talked in a previous class, I have their Kohl's card, right? By using that, I get 30% off or 20% off my total purchase every time I go in. All right? But we go in and we find clothes on sale. So the coat that I could have bought at, say, a Gap, I can find the same thing at Kohl's, and it is 40% cheaper. So I've already saved 40%. Then I buy all these things, right, on sale. Then I take it to the front. Kohl's also gives you what's called Kohl's Cash. So I'll get another $20 or $30 off the total. Then that leftover amount, I get an extra 30% off that. So what it comes down to is I'm getting the same quality, the same thing, but I'm getting it for substantially less. That's one of the good things with comparison shopping. But once again, just because it's there doesn't always mean that it's the best price. So another thing, and this was a funny one, a good example, is there was a restaurant that had large for, we'll say, $1.50 soda, and a medium for $1. Well, when you took both of them and you poured them into a different cup, it was the same exact amount of soda. One was tall and skinny, the other was shorter and fatter. And so don't always trust your eyes when you're buying something. Make sure when you go out and do it, have some fun, look around, and I promise you, use the coupons, always check the competition. In fact, with your smartphones nowadays, you can typically do a barcode scan of the item you're looking at right there, and it'll tell you if someone else is offering it cheaper. And I know a lot of stores will actually match pricing. So by being a smart shopper and comparison shopping, it can save you thousands of dollars over the year, and maybe, depending on what you buy throughout the day, thousands of dollars. Another big one is gasoline. Right now, you know what? The average price of gasoline is $165 to $174-ish, right? Well, I've seen gas stations that's still $190 for a thing of regular. So you're talking a swing of almost 30 cents if you just look where you can go. Once again, there's apps for smartphones, computers, you can look it up and find it. It pays for you to research and look. But is it worth driving 20 miles to get those savings? That's the other thing you have to really bear in mind, is to save the 5 cents on something, and you spend $5 in gas to get there, was it really worth it? So comparison shopping isn't just this can of soda to this can of soda. It's how far do you drive to get there? Can you get a discount once you're there? These are all things that are very important for you to look at. So go out there, have some fun shopping.